Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to my channel. I'm back with another video, baby. So, literally, this topic just crossed my mind. I was just having this, discussion literally with myself in my thoughts not too long ago before I made the video, literally like 5 seconds ago. So, I'm gonna talk about what, I was talking about. Pretty much like I'm just curious, when did we start subscribing to the idea that God wanted us to suffer? I think it was when religion came about, because that doesn't even make sense. Like, why would God put us here to suffer? Yes, of course we have to suffer because we on this physical realm, and the God of this physical realm is the devil, and he wants us to suffer, He wants us to suffer, and that's why there's people struggling out here. People struggling, you know what I'm saying? You might think you got it bad, but there's people going through way worse for real. So that's why it's always good to be grateful for where you at, be grateful for who you are, and be grateful for what you have. Even if you got it fucked up, there's somebody going through way worse. But yeah, I say all that to say this. God would never want us to suffer. God put us here to experience this lovely world, this world that used to be lovely until Satan took over. And it's like we so damn powerful, and God done organized us in such a damn near perfect way. Like, God knew what he was doing when he created us, that he made us so damn advanced that even through this bullshit that we didn't even expect to happen, and through this bullshit that we done went through, when the frequency lowered on the planet, when the vibration lowered on the planet, we still found a way to get through that shit. And now we look at it as, oh, it's happening for a reason. We just going through these low vibrations. We're going through this negative time, going through this bad time, to learn from it, to grow from it. But that wasn't the purpose of this shit, though. I don't think it was. I think we just created that purpose for ourselves because we are creators. We are creatives. And, our creator designed us in such a way that's so advanced that even though all this bullshit going on, we have it in us to be like, you know what? That's cool. We just gonna grow from it. We gonna learn from it, So use that energy and really use that energy to create your own reality, bro, and create your own mindset. Cause yeah, man, I don't think we was put here to suffer, but we just gotta suffer because of, certain events that took place. You could blame Adam and Eve, you could blame the devil, you could blame whoever you want to blame, but it's all on you to take the blame if you want to do something about it, and if you want to, create your own reality. And what I mean by create your own reality, I mean you creating the perspective at which you see the world and the lenses in which you view life. Are you going to view them from this state of victimhood or the state of fear? Or are you going to view it from a state of courage and take action on, the life that you want to create? It's all on you at the end of the day. And I'm speaking to myself too, This ain't me preaching to y'all. That's why I don't that's why I'm gonna start putting the phone like these or something, so we level with each other. I don't want to make it seem like I'm looking down at y'all or something. Like, I'm legit talking to myself too. I'm looking like we FaceTiming or something. Like, I'm in the mirror, but it's also like me and you FaceTiming, whoever watching this. So, yeah, man, we was not put here to suffer. So if you subscribe to that ideal, I would challenge you. You know what I'm saying? Just out of pure curiosity, not me thinking I'm right, because I know I ain't got all the answers, but I'm just putting my experiences out there and my beliefs out there, sharing them with y'all, and you do it with it as you please, But this is just my truth right now. That's just what I believe. I don't believe we was put here to suffer, but I believe that we have to suffer. It's for a reason, though, and it's for a purpose. And whatever purpose you want to give that suffering, you know, that's what your purpose gonna be for suffering. It's that simple. But you gotta create that. Only you can define that. And if you don't define that, if you don't give it no purpose, somebody else will give it a purpose for you. It's most likely gonna be this world, and you know who in control of this shit. For real. But yeah, like X said before he passed away, like, you know, as long as you ain't killing nobody and harming nobody and hurting nobody and just out here bullshitting, then you're fine, bro. Like, do whatever you want. As long as you're not out here killing nobody and harming other people, because you got to realize we all trying to reach that. We all trying to get back to that God realization and get back to oneness and get back to, you know, the collective consciousness and get back to the collective spirit. You know, get back to the source. That's what we all aiming for. So you got to realize that everybody's on their own separate journey to get back to that. And if you killing people and robbing people and you over here interfering with their journey to get back to that. So your karma, or whatever the fuck you believe in, karma, whatever you believe in, that shit gonna come back and hit your ass, period. Whether you believe in karma or not, whatever you want to call it, that shit gonna come back at you. You reap what you sow. So, yeah, man. I just wanted to let that flow through me real quick because, you know, all this suffering, it's like, bro, it's not even necessary. Now, if you living in this world and you attached to this world, then, you know, it's very necessary. And, you know, that's the only outlet that you have is suffering. But once you escape the matrix and detach from this shit, that's all escaping the matrix really is detaching from it. Because if you really escaping it, you just not a part of it. You might be in this world, but you're not a part of it. That's pretty much all escaping the matrix is at the end of the day, is just detaching from it. And I say detaching from the matrix being like, you know, just this like society, all the bullshit programming and the fucking food and all that shit. We will not put here to suffer, bro. But we not gonna ignore the fact that we are suffering and the frequency has dropped on the planet. So with that being said, we gotta make use of it the best way we can. So you gotta give a purpose for that suffering. That's why everybody like, oh, what's my purpose? I can't find my purpose. This and that. You know, what's my purpose in this world? What's that? You know, all that. But sometimes you just gotta create your purpose and just create the purpose that you see for things going on. Create the purpose for things going on in this life. If you're going through the struggle, create your purpose for what, you know, create your own purpose. A lot of people just waiting for the purpose to like fall in their lap. And you know, like, you saying you can't find your purpose, that's because you waiting on somebody to tell you what your purpose is. Nah, sometimes you just gotta create that shit. Or just go around doing shit and eventually you'll just find your purpose and find out what it is and just learn what it is naturally, you know? And sometimes you can't rush that shit, you know? Like maybe you just at a point in your life where you just wasn't even meant to find your purpose. Maybe there ain't no purpose. Maybe the purpose is having no purpose. You know? Maybe the purpose is that there is no purpose. Sometimes. For that phase of your life. You know? Or maybe this whole lifetime you wasn't meant to have a purpose. You was just meant here to just come here, you know? But at the end of the day, I believe everybody has a purpose. But if you can't find it, you just gotta create your purpose. You know? That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. If you don't define it for yourself, somebody else gonna define it for you. Simple as that. You know? So yeah. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't want my fate to be in these motherfuckers' hands at all. And one thing I will say, when I say I believe all of us have a purpose, I believe the collective purpose, you know, the purpose as a collective for all of us, because I believe that we all have a collective purpose of what we all came here to do. but then we also have our own individual purposes. But I believe the collective purpose is for us to just come here and experience this realm, this reality, experience, this physical reality, and to connect with other beings, connect with other souls. That's what I believe the collective purpose is, just for us to experience and to connect and just explore, bro. Explore this reality, explore this physical world. You only gonna be on this motherfucker. Well, I ain't gonna say you only gonna be on there once, because reincarnation, I do believe that's the thing. But you, as that specific ego, that specific identity, is only gonna be here once. So you gotta just live it to the fullest, for real. And I ain't saying go out here and just do bullshit. I mean live it to the fullest, as in, what's your version of that? What's your true version of that? Of living life to the fullest, of being completely fulfilled in this lifetime, and being completely happy and living in unconditional love. That's what I believe the purpose is just to experience this physical reality and unconditionally love yourself and just be happy. But you're only gonna find true happiness if you really tapped in with yourself and what you want to do for it. If you looking at what everybody else doing and trying to be like them and trying to let these people tell you what to do and how to be, you ain't never really gonna be happy for real. And you ain't never really gonna love yourself for real. That's why it's important to tap in. It's important to meditate. To spend time alone and just let your thoughts just flow and really tap into who you are. We're gonna make a separate video on that though, the whole meditation thing. That's gonna be a separate vid. But I don't wanna make this video too long. I would just end it off with this. If you ain't get nothing from this video, take this with you. You did not come here to suffer, bro. So all that suffering, that staying at home, staying locked in your cage, and just all that suffering and, you beating yourself up because maybe you're not who you want to be, or maybe you're not at where you want to be in life, or you don't have what you want to have, bro. Don't get caught up in this illusion, bro. Don't get caught up in the illusion, bro. That suffering ain't real. It's all in your head. So you wasn't put here to suffer, And if you can't come up with a reason, just use this reason. Use the reason that I'm using. You're suffering for a reason, and that suffering is only gonna make you stronger. It's only gonna make you more powerful. You're only gonna grow from it. So that's the whole purpose of it. Cause think about this, right? If you always at the top of your game, take a video game for example, right? If you playing like NBA 2K or Grand Theft Auto, say you always had it on God mode and you had all the cheat codes and everything, but eventually you'll get bored of the game and you'll want to take it back. That's the same thing with life, bro. If everything was always just easy as fuck, when our creator gave us this life, it's like he gave us a video game and we was just borrowing it. And he was like, go play this video game. You only have a limited amount of time to play this game. Go play this game and you better live it to the fullest. You only got a limited amount of time. Imagine if he would have gave us the game and it was already on God mode. So we just came here to this life. Everything was easy as fuck. You automatically attracted all the money in the world. You automatically attracted all the cars, all the clothes, the hoes, every girl you wanted, or every guy you wanted if you a lady watching this. You would get bored of shit after probably a week of playing it. You would get mad bored, bro, and take it back. Be like, all right, bro, I already did everything here. Literally, bro. So that's why it's like, bro. And that's what I think we did, bro. We got mad complacent. And we just was ungrateful, because in the beginning of time, that's kind of how life was. Like, we had everything we needed. God provided for us literally everything we needed. The plants, Mother Nature gave us all the food we needed. We had all the shelter we needed. We had all the clothing we needed. We had everything we needed, bro. Literally everything. So much to the point where it was like God was just being a little too reliable to us, that we started to get ungrateful for it, and it just was like we started to underappreciate it. So maybe it wasn't God's plan to have us suffer and have the devil come through, because we was getting too complacent and too and just too grateful and used to what, and we was getting too used to what we have. It's kind of like the same thing as like the fucking garbage truck man. Like, that nigga show up every week at the exact same time to pick up your garbage, your filth. Without the garbage man, you don't even realize, nigga, your house would be literally a dumpster. But yet he don't get no round of applause. He don't get no recognition. We don't pay him no attention because he's always reliable as fuck. He always there when we need him. And we don't ever got to worry about it, you know? I hope that message made sense, man. I don't want to go off too crazy on a tangent. I think I said everything I needed to say. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. You know, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.